Smash that like button. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm a little weary. Let's start this. Hi, hello, welcome to the Vertex of Abundance. Basically, this is going to be the Oracle Consularship. Welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your Oracle today. And I was sent to deliberate the findings for an open reading, a channeled reading. So why don't we just go ahead and get us started here? Um, there's a lot. This is a high traffic day. We got the Queen of Wands already. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a review, book a session, send a donation. In fact, go ahead and smash that like button right now, right now. Okay, so this is about love. Allegrezza al cuore, the joy of the heart. It's definitely about love. Love is in the air, whether we know it yet or not, but also it could be affection, like esteem, adoration, whatever, what have you. So we have the twin flame energy, Four of Wands with the Empress card. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to serve you. I'm getting twin flame energy. I'm also getting that we need some kind of celebration, affection, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement. The Four of Wands is celebration either of union or accomplishment. The currency there is affection or status, some kind of positioning in the community and society, even. The Empress with the Star card, there's also some kind of throne of judgment. This is a natural born witch or a manifester, or it's not the one that, does dark energy. It's one that was born with the gifts or virtue or something that needs to be praised. We typically call them a healer. We have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Magician, the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands is needing to be on guard about something. We need to guard our platform if we're building one. We have some kind of skilled oration or skilled guidance that we can give. We may be a light worker, Magician with the Star card. And we need to protect the covenant in our life, or we're under some type of protection because there's a hater out there, or just in general, it seems since the type of being that we are, we will attract some kind of demon energy, attention from the dark. It's really, we attract those from the fallen. They've fallen from disgrace, Five of Swords. They want to test the covenant in their life, and they'll come through love, affection. We don't know if it's sincere or insincere right now, because we have the Knight of Cups. So they'll make actions of the heart. They'll take actions of the heart. And also somebody's coming with their heart in their hand or on their sleeve. And I'm starting to get a negative feeling here. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So we are Golden Goose. Empress with the Queen of Pentacles. We are Golden Goose. The Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. We're needing to secure some type of spot. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, definitely. We're needing collaboration as well. Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords. So we might be confused about something, but it's more of a second guessing because there's boundaries and standards with the Five of Swords. It can also mean rule, regulation, restriction. There's no court card matching this Five or Eight of Swords, so it would go with the star, but um, somebody could have their Venus in Aquarius, especially with the star card, the Empress card, and the Five of Swords out. We might have been second guessing something that's coming to fruitfulness. We might not be able to see it yet, or there might be one last move that we need to make. We need to keep nurturing or tending to something that we're building or something that we're working. It could be an empire, it could be a platform, because we don't know this, but at any moment, something's about to hit. And the future is strong and promised, but right now it's not moving much per Gioni. We need to keep just putting our energy out there into the universe because there's forces. Right now, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of change. Belvedere Malinconia. It seems like we're dealing with problems. Some of them we don't even know. It's actually because of some jealousy and hatred out there, or somebody has an opposing kind of energy. Maybe the evil eye. Maybe somebody's just minding um, our own business and not enough of their own, and they have some kind of stank face, musty, dusty, rusty, crusty energy on them. They might be sideways, sneaky, seditious, treasonous, something of that, ricky dicky, sneaky, tweaky, but I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting that they want to ride our coattails, they want to get involved, but they're doing it in an egotistical way. La superbia peacocky. It's going to come to an end. There's going to be some kind of transformation. We've been innocent, ignorant for a while about it because some friend is waiting for a moment, the right moment. And they could have been a friend in the past. There's been a transition here already. Um, New people have got to come in, but these new people were not on the spot. We're not posted up at the spot or whatever, because we're either slow or distracted. We have our mind on something else. The truth is going to come out though. Mars and Scorpio maybe with that tower and that Five of Cups, or purge, a sudden ejection. Five of Cups tower can be the eject button as well. The truth will be coming out because karmically some people have to go. So there's energies, entities, ideologies around this that we can't bring them with us where we're going. Okay. So we're getting a whole new set either of spiritual gifts, or we're getting a whole new set of honestly, with the Fool card and the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess, this could be spiritual and paid. Normally, I'd need to see the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm getting the energy here. It's not just that, but we have new spiritual gifts coming, and it's going to elevate us even more. Six of Wands. We've made it Nine of Cups here, and it's about to hit again. I keep saying this, Chariot. So we're good. We have a destined success here. We also are destined to be self-employed. Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Right now, we might be doing not 100% of the right thing. Something is unaligned. Eight of Swords. That's what the Wheel of Fortune and Eight of Swords mean here in this context, because it's clarifying the High Priestess. On one end, we're ready to do this fortune telling thing, or there we go. Whatever our drive, desires, passions, motivations are trying to get us out there to do. There's an Aquarius rising here as well. Page of Wands with the star card. That's Venus and Leo, but not really at all, but maybe. And the star card. It's really an Aquarius rising that needs us to come towards them or needs us to invite them to something. We have the Four of Wands Empress card. That could be somebody with their Venus in Aries. We could have been invited out to play at a previous time. Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Empress. Normally, these queens would be vying for some kind of spot, but with the Empress, it's all multiple sides of one person. Because we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So triple queen, a pair. Yeah, triple queen, a pair of pages. A pair of fours. So a pair of fours, a pair of pages, a pair of queens. It starts out with a window of opportunity here or a cycle about somebody being initiated into chosen status. So somebody officially making it. It's really already happened, but it comes into the physical here. We're aware of it, and it might have something to do with our intuition, our gifts page, a bunch of pages with the High Priestess that can talk about our gifts. With the Fool card, something's new, a new beginning of some kind. With these pages, it means we're being prepared to do something with this Fool card. So we're being prepared to receive a material blessing, Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands, we're being prepared to receive an invitation of some kind. It corresponds with the Queen of Wands, which is adept at development or being celebrated. So it's either somebody who's a leader or a celebrity. It's one side of this Empress here. So the Empress has gifts that are going to manifest threefold with these queens here. Three queens. So she's going to materialize something. Queen of Pentacles, she's a golden goose. She's going to materialize some kind of gift, Queen of Cups. She's very gifted, or she has somebody's heart in her hand. She's considered the beloved. She's going to materialize some type of following, Queen of Wands. It could also be that she's highly vibrational, charismatic, or highly celebrated. It's true with the Star card, she's in the public eye. Four of Pentacles, she needs to secure a spot because she has a follower base, 10 of Cups. She also has a platform, Four of Wands, with the Queen of Wands confirmed, Empress confirmed. Star card, triple confirmation there. So if you have a YouTube, if you have an Instagram, it's going to hit. It doesn't matter what the enemy is doing. So there's blessings, favor, choices, and anointed. We just need to let God know what we want. Okay. So is this about a YouTube channel or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, what have you? They even have this Blue Sky thing now or Patreon. Yeah, but we need to remain humble, is what this is saying, because it's going to hit quickly after we have a breakdown, drag out with a friend who's an enemy. There's some issues here. I think it's being contested. Somebody's um, moving in secret. Is it, I'm hearing the word, yeah. So um, something happened to block this Eight of Swords. It's coming undone with the Chariot. Tell me about this Eight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Joy can return, or at least we can hang out with other people of our ilk. We're starting to move out of stank face energy. We're still on some kind of because Maritata with Damalato, that could be a blacklist, disgrace. This could be a new discovery with the High Priestess and the Fool. What is this Triple Queen? You know, honestly, like this is not dialogue that I want to have. I'm set right now. What I'm being told is that somebody out there has a YouTube channel and it was shadow banned. Now, this was never ever where I was gonna go. So I'm following my intuition 100%. I really, this is not the narrative. I don't do celebrity readings. I don't do YouTube algorithm readings. I just don't do it. So uh, somebody took a sleight of hand and we didn't know that they had influence, and also they were slighted feelings emotionally because they wanted some type of connection. Now the slight was a misunderstanding, and something circles back around. I don't know if there's an airing of grievances, if some secret information gets revealed, if somebody forgives, if somebody returns to joy. um, but it's all secret moving. It's all like I could go through the cards, but we have right now Militare and El Nemico. So somebody was holding a grudge and didn't share that they were holding a grudge. See, I don't like that kind of thing when somebody's hating on you and they've done something to teach you a lesson, but they smile to your face about it. There's a bone to bury here, like the burying the hatchet. I mean, um, because they were very. See, this is kind of like fake joy. It's like smiling. It's like a smile that doesn't reach a person's eyes. And see, the thing with the La Matrice here is that she's not cold, but she can come off that way because it's hard to get a rise out of her. And I'm learning this. This lesson keeps coming all week long, maybe the last few weeks. Sometimes a person gets butthurt because you didn't laugh at their jokes, or you didn't, they were trying to ingratiate themselves to you and you were just like cold. But like people who are worried about the reaction they're going to get, they come off as if they're using a strategy or a tactic or a motive or an agenda, instead of just like be about what you about, say what you want. You can say, hey, I like you, I want to be friends, I really like your affection and adoration because I really adore you. Oh, okay, what you got? What you about? Who are you? Versus like, oh, look at me. Oh, like laugh at my joke, or who appreciate my gift. It's like, okay, well, something here feels weird. I don't know all the particulars and I can't sit here and wax philosophically because I'm trying to follow a vibration of feeling. But that's what I'm getting. Somebody came towards us trying to be friends and they got, shook it off because something was just like it wasn't earnest and sincere is what I'm getting. And so they're running on carrying this whole narrative, acting in secret, trying to like punish us or something of that nature. I don't, it keeps coming back. I've completely reshuffled and these two cards have come back and they're flanking on both sides: La Fortuna, Amore, and Bambino. So favor, fortune, new blessings. It's trying to come in, but it's being like circles are being run around it by somebody's mean mugging or interference. They could have blacklisted, they could have put the evil eye. They're like watching. So this person needs to come to us and say, like, I want you to like me. That's not the thing to say, but they need to be like that. Like they could be like, do we have an issue? Do you not like me? Is there something that I did? Because the thing about it is we don't know. Giovanni Fanciulla, the thing about her, I'm going to tell you about her worst qualities right now. She can be very immature. I don't mean it in the way where, like, it's like pretentious or entitled. It's just like she's a virgin. Maybe not chaste. Maybe she's not, maybe she's had bed pleasures before, but there's something innocent about her, inexperienced. Does that make sense? So she could just not know any better. And this is us right now. So somebody may be vying for our attention and we completely missed it because it's the first time that that's ever happened, or it's the first, we don't know to recognize it. You don't know what you don't know. And you see, this person, the other party, whatever they've done to us, whatever malady, sickness they've left us in, it's going to end. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this. These two cards together equal murder, death, kill. 187. It's modifica del corpi. It can alter their physical existence. It could be a body. You hear what I'm saying? And here's what I don't want. I don't want somebody to go around interfering, intervening, interceding, interrupting our destiny, the calling on our life over a misunderstanding. Now, it's their karma because they went and reacted. They were retaliatory. Vengeance is the Lord. But it would really suck because if they had just said, or if they had just given the benefit of the doubt, if they had just, I don't know, because listen, I'm kind of slightly neurodivergent, neuroatypical, let's call it, neurospicy. I grew up in drama and trauma, just kind of the worst, and so I have this lesson myself. There's just things that I didn't know until like I was in my mid to late 30s that people learned when they were like 14, 16, you know? And so it's not uncommon for me to circle back with a person 2, 3 years later after we initially met, and they'd be like, "Oh, I thought you didn't like me," or "I thought you were a cold-hearted person," or "I thought you were some negative expletive word," when really it was just a slight misunderstanding that got blown out of proportion. And one side was carrying a negative, a false narrative, a mean negative, when all I had to be was like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of unapproachable, I'm inaccessible, I'm kind of rigid in my demeanor." But when you discover what's flowing underneath the surface, it's not what they thought. And here's the thing, like, it's karma, whatever. Because what I'm being told is somebody did something to us to block us. There's even one narrative about somebody blacklisting us, and another negative narrative about somebody having a negative experience, or so they thought, and they did something where it was like a shadow ban. It's not always YouTube. It's just a shadow ban is like where um, there's a whole group of people that are not going to mess with you, and it's not quite blacklisted, but you're on a list somewhere, and nothing's going to grow. Nothing's going to die, but nothing's going to grow. And the narrative is like, we are Giovanni Fanciulla, we're virginal, we didn't know. So this person thinks that we intentionally did something to them. And the truth is different than, see, if we knew better, we would do better. Mercante, they use every little resource to their advantage. Okay, but there's a whole group of people that are in cahoots waiting for us to get the message. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say bring us down a peg or two, but they want us to get some kind of point. But this, it feels cruel and mean because sometimes obvious things need to be made obvious just once. Sometimes the things that go without saying need to be said just once. Sometimes common sense is not so common. It's clear to everybody that you don't mix your colors with your whites, so you're gonna have a couple clothes come out pink. But there are people who don't know that. There are some people who have never made their own bed, who have never made their own laundry, and yeah, they need to learn. But wouldn't it be lovely if a friend who was like the oldest sister took them aside and be like, "Let me do laundry with you one time. Watch what I do. Here's the soap. You fill it up to this line in a little cap. Here's the wash cycle. Don't ever mix your reds with your whites. Here's how to fold a fitted sheet and a rug. Here's the thing about bleach and ammonia. Don't ever mix them together. Don't put it in your dark clothes. Put it only in the white." And then once you tell that person at one time, you teach them how to fish, they will never starve. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting, because somebody wants to deal a death blow, but it's out of some kind of like saying like, "Hey, just so you know, this is not how you treat people." But I'm sorry, harshness only kills connection. It doesn't actually teach lesson. And when people get egg in their face, they don't learn a lesson. All they do is avoid future consequence. So this person, us, we're not learning to save a relationship. We're learning to avoid a consequence, and that actually doesn't make a point. Like the lesson that they're thinking is not a lesson because they're killing something, they're burying something in the ground. That's what I'm getting. And this is a weird message. Because we have like, our moment has come several few times. And it's like we've made it, but it won't hit. There's like some kind of earthly mechanism of blocking, and it's some kind of cabal, clique, coven, you know, non-cooperative, non-co-creative, non-collaborative energy. It's almost like they want to bury us, but it's some kind of cattiness. That's what I'm getting. It's vendetta energy, but it's, yeah, again, these are people that they smile to our face, but behind our back, they're holding on to some secret, and it gives them joy, and it could be out of jealousy. It's more competition, but there don't seem to be in the game. So I don't know. It's like, there is a tactic in the rules of power. Like, if you're not invited to something, don't inquire and don't go. It's like if you like somebody and they don't return that affection, in order to stop liking them, you have to starve your desire for attention to them, your connection to them, even sometimes your access. Even if you know where to go and you know how to get in front of them and they don't know anything is wrong, sometimes you just kill that part of yourself because it puts you in an advantageous position. It's not always about how they perceive you, but oftentimes it is. So there's something going on here. Like there's something. Okay, this is the second time we're going to have to go through the back door. Let's run through these pairings. We did the triple queen. Did we do the pair of pages? It's time. We've been prepared for a glow up here. And it's not going away because there's a calling on our life. And this is why I'm afraid for this individual or this group of people, because they may have very, according to them, good reasons for doing what they're doing. This is a social thing. Sometimes you get iced out of a group, and sometimes it's for catty reasons. That's, unfortunately, it's the world we live in, and that's not something that'll happen in the future, and that's not something that happens in the spirit. But right now, as a collective of humans, we're at our little level of growth, and humans are social creatures. They need connection, and it's an outlier. It's an anomaly when somebody can walk alone, and that actually can seem threatening to people, and they don't always know that they're feeling threatened. They perceive it as attitude or uppityness. Those are some of the dynamics. Here's what I'm really trying to get to. When you mess with the calling on somebody's life, and this person has a chosen destiny, what you're doing is you're getting yourself on the chopping block. Spiritually, you will go before the guillotine. Who knows if it's 3 days? Who knows if it's 3 years? Who knows if it's 3 decades? But if you are blocking the destiny of a chosen one, which we are, your head is going to roll. You will drop. You will drop. Marifica der copy. Do you understand? You will get canceled out and deleted by the universe. It's like cutting out a bad cancer. That's literally how it works. If each human is a cell in the body of the universe, literally is what that is. And one cell is killing or blocking all the other cells, that one cancerous cell is going to be ejected. And that's what's about to happen to this group. I don't know how else to say it, because it's not even an intentional thing. It's nothing personal. They are blocking somebody's destiny, and the calling on our life is greater than them and their feelings. And I don't want to sit here and invalidate their experience or dismiss their feelings. So it's not a but, it's an and. Their feelings are valid to them. Those feelings might apply to the situation, but then they're irrelevant, or those feelings may be very relevant, but they don't apply to the situation. The reason is, I want to use the word because. It wasn't intentional, number one. And number two, the calling on our life is greater than their feelings. I wish they would just say, like, hey, I'm carrying a resentment because at this time I tried to buddy up to you. It felt like you stuck your nose up at me, and you looked down at me, and I've been feeling unwanted and unseen ever since. That and we would just say to them, like, oh, I didn't even know you was coming at me like that. I didn't even know you were checking for me like that. Here's where I'm at with my feelings, over here on my side. Here's the truth, the reality, actual, factual, as it appears in reality, not in the figments of our imagination. Because the love is here, the connection is here, but for some reason, somebody has found an issue. Encierro, that this is an issue. And it's been for a while, it's not new. And this person still has access to us. So I just did an evil, sinister, wicked reading. This is not that. This is somebody who has access to our life that blocks something. And what they don't realize is that we just don't know any better. We are Giovanni Fanciulla. If we knew that there was something out there to protect or to nurture or to covet or to cherish or affection to give somebody, we would do it. And it could also be a slightly different example, because some people are like, isn't it obvious? Okay, I get these arguments a lot. Okay, so a lot of people are lovey-dovey or loosey-goosey, or they want affection. Some people don't care about that. Some people don't even crave sex. Some people are asexual. A lot of people like to eat meat. Believe it or not, some people are vegan. A lot of people love a peach pie. Believe it or not, some people are allergic to peaches. Some people are dry. Some people are acerbic. Some people are sour. It doesn't mean that they don't like you. Sometimes it's not really even about you. And if we're the kind of person that is wanting, hoping, wishing, praying, yearning, conjuring up for love, it makes us susceptible to that narrative. They don't like me because they didn't return affection. When, believe it or not, on the other side, the person might not even known there was a vie or a petition for affection. It may be obvious to the person we call that warm and agreeable. That's a certain personality style. To a warm and agreeable person, it's hard to fathom that some people don't return smiles or don't return hugs. It's hard to believe somebody doesn't like hugs. To a person that has a healthy sex life, it's hard to believe that certain people don't crave sex. They have no libido. That's not true. Everybody has a libido, but arousal is the thirst drive. So some people are only thirsty for water and food and sleep and exercise. Other people are also thirsty for physical intimacy. So that's what I'm getting here. This is the strangest reading I've had in a while. Somebody really is losing it. They're losing it. I'll give a personal example. I had a friend feeling some kind of way at me for a couple years. Um, Turns out they took me aside to hang out with me for a while. We shared a few private moments. Nothing lascivious. Um, you know, they walked me on to my next destination, right? And then 2 years later, turns to find out that they won't talk to me anymore because they feel like I wasted their time. But I didn't know there was a crush. And the funny thing is, I swiped left on them because their profile said they didn't want kids. So when we talked it out, and I'm telling my business here, I shouldn't be doing that. When we talked it out, they're never gonna budge on wanting kids, and I'm never gonna budge on if you don't want children, I don't want to date you. Period. And they're the opposite. So now it's nothing, and I'll be honest, like the best of people believe the best in you, and so if you could spend 2 years believing anything but the truth and not coming to my face, honestly, like there's no reconciliation here. I don't need to reconcile. I've lost interest, not just in a dating opportunity, but in what you're about. Like you live your life, have a blessed life, and bye. Because you took bullshit from the donkey's ass instead of coming and getting it straight from the horse's mouth. I don't need to utter another syllable in your direction. But it was a really simple misunderstanding. Does that make sense? And I'm a reader and an astrologer. So I hear these stories all the time, but that's a personal story I could tell you of my own. Like this person was literally like they would avoid me every time I would come by them. It was like I was the plague or something. And I never thought to ask because I don't actually care. The way I look at it is like if you really care, you'll mention something. And here's the deal, like I'm the kind of person like if you had a third party tell you something that wasn't true, I'm not going to chase you down and give you the truth. If you did not come straight to me and have a conversation with me, if I myself did not tell you that and you went and believed it, best of luck to you. The way I say it is if you had access to me and you didn't tell me something, if the words did not come out of your mouth, if you didn't utter the syllables from that hole in your face in my direction, I don't care. I don't. I really don't. And that's a hard, see, there are personality styles in this world that everybody needs to like me. We need to have, no, I'll be the villain in your story. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. You believe whatever you want to believe about me, baby. Please have fun, have a blessed life, and a nice day, honey. Please. But it doesn't mean I don't want you to like me. It doesn't mean I don't want to make a reconciliation. But a king never begs, never chases. A queen never complains or explains. A prince does not demand, he commands. And a page, a princess, a principessa, she requests, she does not ask. So a person with self-worth and value, a dignified hoe, a Leo hoe, baby. If you got a little niggle in your skittle and a little quabble in your quibble and your little yell in your yodel and you were able to whine and well and believe that I didn't like you for a millisecond, that's true for you, boo. You believe it. It's true for you. So you believe it, so it's true for you. So that's the thing here because it's a sad story. It's a sad story because it could have been better. We let that fruit spoil on the vine. Usually fruit falls down when it's ripened. It's something that's been there for a long time because now it's clean. Now it's clean. We have two kings here and an opportunity. So this is very, very sad. This has been a reading about the calling in our life is going to remove an obstacle, and this obstacle does not need to be there. It's according to somebody's evil eye, their mean mug. Only one or two of the narratives was ever about anybody intentionally going evil eye, going intentionally blocking. It's just some kind of posse, coven, clique, cabal, mean girl, high school energy of like, and the reason is they're going with the popular girl or they're going with the one crying and complaining about their feelings getting hurt. When what they don't realize that it's a simple misunderstanding. Sometimes common sense is not that common. Sometimes things that go without saying need to be said just once. Sometimes things that are obvious need to be made obvious. You can't hold somebody accountable till you've made them accountable. And of course, we all have our no-fly zones, but this is a story about a travesty, a tragedy, and whoever is blocking intentionally or unintentionally, it's mostly unintentional, large by large majority unintentional. Whoever is blocking unintentionally, unfortunately, they're going to pay for that karmically because the calling in our life is too great. They're standing in the way of destiny, and it's the universe's plan. It's God's plan. It's not ours. And the truth is, we're loving, caring, generous, and kind. We just don't know no better with Giovanni Fanchula here. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. Remember to smash that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe if anything resonated deeply with you. Just a really quick prayer to all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confused, and trapped in the matrix, lost to the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the splendid grace of the divine and unconditional loving universal oneness. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and you return to the resplendent grace of the divine, having found salvation and redemption. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dandava, ashe, sayonara, das vidanya, avidazen, take good care, bye.